What's going on, world? You already know what time it is.
It's your girl, Nikki.
And your boy, Dean, man. And we are back today with another podcast episode. Baby girl, how you feel?
I'm feeling great today.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Today we're about to do something a little different. We're just going to legit have a conversation, man. We're just going to have an open, honest conversation. Because something happened this week. And I was like, I can't wait to get on the podcast and start talking about it. But do you want me to talk about it, or do you want to lead it? Like, do you want it to come from my perspective, or do you want to like just take control?
I think both perspectives are necessary in order to fully paint the picture. So you start with telling the weekend, and then we'll segue into.
All right. So for those that don't know, man, I'm a producer, and I got a gospel group, and it's called Music Advocates Delivering Excellence, teammate. And we actually had a concert with my homeboy Control Reagan, came down from Connecticut, and it was dope, man. So the entire week was a little bit hectic because we had to be doing all the rehearsals, all the prep, making sure all the music was ready, like finding actual instruments to bring so that my homeboy could play and all that stuff. So it was a lot going on, mind you. Like, I'm not a single guy, right? I got a family back home, but it was necessary that I did these things, or else the show couldn't go on, right? So it was pretty cool. The night came, was a long night. Was a super long night, and yeah. So that was a Saturday night. The concert was a Friday night. So super long night. Nikki had to end up leaving because she had to pick up the girls from her cousin's house. And then came Saturday. So we had all these artists from the States. They were all down here. And they want to hang out, right? But I was like, all right, let's hang out. I know, like, you guys are down here. It's my city. So it's only right that I show you guys around and all that stuff. But the kids didn't have sitters. So Nikki wanted to be there, or at least that's what I came to find out later when you hear her side. She wanted to be there, but I didn't know she wanted to be there, so I went ahead and made plans and said, all right, boom, we're gonna go show these guys around town. And yeah, like, I didn't know if there was gonna be a sitter, or if Nikki was gonna watch the kids, or if Nikki just wanted to stay home. But turns out we had a little bit of an issue, and this is where I'll make you take over, okay, baby girl.
Okay, so all that you said so far is true. Mm-hmm. So to get into how it affected me, I guess, first of all, it was a very long week. Yeah. Because the Monday, the kids were home. Mello didn't go to daycare. Yeah. The Tuesday, sent her to daycare. She was fine. Wednesday came around. Dean dropped her off. 2 hours later, teacher called me, come pick her up. She's throwing up like crazy. She's throwing up. Okay, that was a whole thing. We had a rehearsal that week. Mm-hmm. Was it the Thursday? Yeah. So the Thursday night now, we had a rehearsal. Mello was still sick. Plus the baby was having a teething cold. And so that was a lot of pressure on me too. But Dean was very involved with all the music and getting his group together and all that. So I had to be responsible for these kids again. Plus we do a little volunteering or other stuff that we'll talk about too with some of the kids in the community. And so we were dealing with all of that too. Then Friday came around and he was running around the city from dusk till dawn. At some point in that day, I got a call from Melody's daycare teacher again saying that I needed to come pick her up because she was having an allergic reaction. And
mind you, Friday is the day of the actual show.
It's the day of the show.
So, yeah.
And so on the way to go get Melody, I was feeling very flustered because at that point I didn't have many hours to get ready, to pick her up from daycare, to find someone to watch the baby in that time in the event that I had to take Melody to the hospital. Long story short, I found somebody to watch the baby, dropped her off, went to pick up Melody, and while I was driving, I was literally feeling like a mini panic attack coming over me. And so like I was just like, I don't like this feeling that's about to take me over. And so I called Dean, and he obviously, I guess, missed that cue because he was with his friends and dealing with all the music.
We're in sound check.
Yeah. Hey, he was working.
Yeah,
he was working.
Yeah, we were working.
And so he couldn't obviously be there for me, but I needed him to be there for me. So anyways, I kind of went through that little thing by myself. Finally picked up Melody. She got some Benadryl and she was woozy. She knocked out. She was great. The night kind of went on and I was able to leave them with my parents, and they watched her and I was able to go to the concert. Unfortunately, because we have these kids, I can't leave them there all night. I had to leave the concert early while Dean's hanging out with his friends and having a good old blast time, right? And so obviously I have friends there too, and they're all vibing, and I'm like, yeah, I'm the mom, I gotta go, I have responsibilities, you know. And so we left, well, I left in the middle of the night, gathered 2 kids, lugged them in the house with all of their backpacks, and then had to put them down to bed and wait for Dean to come home at whatever time of the night he came home. Maybe like 1, 2,
maybe like
2:30,
maybe like 1 o'clock,
maybe 3.
1 o'clock, 1 o'clock.
Whatever time it was. I think by the time you came to our room, I might have been sleeping. I don't remember seeing you really.
Yo, I don't remember that night.
Yeah. Anyways, it was a very long night, and so at that point, I was feeling, I guess, lonely, but also excluded. And it obviously wasn't purposeful, but these were all the emotions that were taking me over. So now Dee and I are speaking in the morning, and he tells me, hey, like, these guys want to go out, so we're going to go out and I'm going to take them to, you know, my link at the mall and da-da-da-da. We're going to go to Gucci and do all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I guess he briefly says, like, do you want to come? And I said, do we have sitters? And so he was like, oh, we don't have sitters? Okay. Immediately that means, okay, well, you're going to stay with them and I'm going to go, right? I mean.
What are you saying? Yeah, I mean, in my head, but what happened the night before, I asked you, like, if you had sitters, or I can't remember. I asked you something.
That was the conversation. This was the conversation. So it happened that night. So at some point I woke up and I saw you, and he mentioned this to me, like, it was such a good night and they want to go out, and do we have sitters? And I said, did you ask anybody to babysit? Something of that sort.
And then, so the problem was that we couldn't have sitters that day, because literally in the week, we use our sitters up, like, to the max. Yeah. Like, to the max. So, yeah, then continue. So what happens now?
Yeah. So I went to bed and I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Like, I get it. The morning came, Dee left, went to a rehearsal at church, and came back and started to get ready. Like, yeah, I'm going to go meet these guys and we're going to go out. So I was like, yo, I've been with these sick kids all day, all week, all forever. And in this moment, I need you to not be gone. Granted, guys, I understand that these are his people. I understand that you have to entertain them. I understood all of that. But I think in that moment, I just needed you to not. I don't know what I didn't want you to do, but I just needed you to not feel so okay with just leaving me all the time.
But so then you said something along the lines of, yo, you don't want me to be there. So that's when I had 2 choices.
So this is when you came to address me, though.
Yeah.
So I was stepping around the house before we get there. So I was stepping around the house, like going around my merry way, like cleaning, doing all the stuff, just so I wouldn't feel it and have to see him getting ready to leave. So I was just distracting myself to not get upset and not blow up. Yeah. So obviously you read all the signs, and he follows me to the bathroom and he's like, yo, let's talk. Like, what's the problem? Like, let's what is bothering you? Like, what is whatever.
And then you said, yo, you obviously don't want me to come. Guys, I had two options. Like, I was like, either I'm just gonna snack. I was like, what in the hell is that? What do you mean I don't want you to come? Nigga, you're everywhere I go. Like, I bring you on everything. So I'm like, okay. I was just like, all right, it's not okay. All right, I won't go that route. I'm like, all right, let me listen to you, because I'm like, there's obviously a reason why you feel like this. I just need to understand why you feel like this. I didn't even know that you wanted to come to begin with. So then when you told me that, you felt left out, like, I legit came downstairs to have a conversation. I got the vibes that you were angry. Like, you were coming off mad angry. But I came off like, yo, fam, I'm going to just meet you where you're at. Like, guys, when I say I'm patting myself on the shoulder, because this is growth.
Honestly, yeah.
This is growth. So I came down, I was like, all right, so babe, like, what's the problem? Like, I'm feeling like, there's a little dude there. We got a little dude situation going on there. I'm like, yo, so what's good? Like, what's the problem? And then, you let me know. Like, you let me have it. Like, all that. and then a bag of chips. And then I was like, all right, there's no need for all of that. Like, yo, let's talk, like, legit. And then I got to your sweet spot because, that's what your boy do. And then, long story short, you're just like, you know what? Honestly, thank you for having this conversation. Because I knew, like, the week you had, so I wasn't going to come to you and, like, be angry at you for being angry. I knew you were just frustrated with, like, the entire week and the weight of, like, knowing you always got to, like, be with the kids, right? Even though you knew, like, I had to go out and show these guys around. It was, like, the fact that there was absolutely nothing you can do in that moment, and you actually would have wanted to be out 100%. With me in that
100%
in that time, right? So I was just like, you know what, like, okay, I gotta mend this because there's no way I'm about to leave here feeling like this. Like, there's absolutely no way. So we talked, and you were just like,
yeah, because I know, I obviously know it's not a matter of you not wanting me to be there, but like I said, it's just
why'd you say that? Like, what are you doing? Why do people do this?
I'm frustrated because at the same time, I'm like know the week we've been having. In addition to that, the life we've been having. And so for such a momentous moment to be happening, and like you getting to hang out with these super cool people and like Americans, we don't really have them around. I would have loved to be a part of that, but I knew that I couldn't. And I didn't see you trying to make me be there. And that, I guess you could have asked somebody else to watch the kids. There isn't anyone else. I knew that. I knew it wasn't possible, but I was like, you didn't even try. But you know what I mean?
I processed everything. I was just like...
But it wasn't vocalized to me. So when I'm looking at it, you're coming like, yo, I'm going out with the guys. Then he's calling his cousins like, yo, go get dressed. We're going out. Calling his sister. Go get dressed. We're going out. Calling his buddy from 10 years ago. We're going out. Let's get dressed. And I'm sitting down with these kids coughing down my throat. I was like... You lost your mind. You're going to feel it. So at one point, you're trying to like break me out of it. I'm like, I'm going to be upset. I want you to know that I'm upset. And I'm going to show that I'm upset. Like, you don't have to be upset. But I am upset. And so I'm going to show you that. But anyways, guys, it turned around. Like, it was that conversation that calmed me. It was so weird. Like, that was weird. Like, I was so heated, but I kept it in a box. And then it was like the conversation just like took out the fire.
Yeah, but that's what I say. Like,
so weird.
I say it all the time. Communication and understanding is like the key to a marriage, man, or a situationship or a relationship, friendship, whatever. Without that, it's a wrap. Like, so it was my job to make sure I understood where you were coming from, and I acted accordingly. Like, I could have snapped when you said you don't want me to be there, because I was like, buddy, you're not about to come tell me that. Not me. Go on my Instagram, fam. Like, dog, all you see is like, it's a us thing. You know it's it's a us thing. It's always a us thing, but it's just like, hearing that, I was like, all right, now what? I'm not about to do this. You're upset for a reason. Let me figure out why. And it worked.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And I appreciate it. So you see how women have you. So even though I know she was low key the one that was a little bit kind of off with the two-dish, giving off too, my attitude, all that stuff. So Sunday now, I was just like, yo, all right. I was at church. I was like, you know what? I know she had a long week. Yo, let me water her down. Let me get her some flowers. Like, let me get her some chocolates, all that good stuff. And then I sent her a video note, a video basically saying that, how much I love and appreciate you, and how much you hold on our family. And yo, it means a lot, because I'm telling you, the way you mom is different. Like, you mom like 10 moms, yo. Like, I see you hold it down. When I'm out, when I'm doing this and I'm doing that, our girls, like, you hold them down like I've never seen people hold down kids. And I know it was tough, so I was like, hey, I sent her an appreciation video.
It was so beautiful.
Letting her know how much I love and appreciate her for everything she does, because it's everything you do that allows me to do what I need to do. And that's why I'm able to be locked in. That's why I'm able to think on and have all these ideas, because you allow me to do that. And if we didn't have that, it would be a wreck. And yeah, I mean, don't get it twisted, guys. Yeah, I'm very present.
Oh, 100%.
In our girls' lives.
100%.
But it's the dynamic, like how she is.
100%.
Man, like, yo, you can't make this stuff up, man. Like, yo, momming ain't easy. Trust me, I see it firsthand. So that's why I had understanding, like, where she was coming from. I was just like, yo, all right, I see it, but yo, it's still in me to be like, hey, man, I gotta make it right. and I made it right. How'd you feel on that Sunday when I came through with the flowers and the chocolates
First of all,
and the video and all that? You was ready to give it up, girl. Like you was like, oh, D.
First off, okay, but no, honestly, that was so beautiful. I think this year has been really pushing us and testing our marriage in like different ways, and I think that approach that you took was so mature and so intentional that it was small but meant so much. Like I don't know if you actually know like how much, even just that conversation we had in the bathroom, how much that actually like really meant to me. Like I was happy again, even though I was like left out and a loser, and everybody came back and they're like, yo, we had such a blast. Like I didn't feel like I missed out, because I was like, I'm genuinely happy. Like I have a super supportive husband. Like anybody who knows us, who has ever seen us, they know that you like literally mean everything. Like you treat me, I just can't express, like you treat me so well. You care for me so well. You push me, you encourage me, you inspire me, you motivate me. Like you're literally in my corner more than anybody in this world. Like I don't know if that's normal, the way you like believe in me so much. It's so weird. Like your love is unmatched. And I have people come to me all the, like I connected with a friend of mine who said she connected with a friend of hers who recently bumped into our podcast, and she was like, I wish my guy would look at me the way you look at me. And I'm like, I could be having the ugliest day of my life, and you will tell me that I am beautiful, and I'm like,
but you don't believe me.
100% I don't believe it, because I already have my preconceived ideas of what beauty looks like, and I don't represent that in the mirror. And I'm like, even if you don't believe it yourself in that moment, because I can be ugly, guys, I can be ugly, but
no, she can't, yo.
No.
You talking about Queen Nikki, girl? You crazy?
No. You sell it in a way where it's like, don't talk to my wife like that. This is what I said. This is what I believe. And this is what it is, period. Like, it is what it is. And I genuinely appreciate you. I love you. I can get so emotional right now. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to swallow. But I love you so much.
I love you too, man.
Guys, I literally just have a winner. Like you don't even understand. Like I literally got the prize, like the whole package. I won. I did it. But guys, no, honestly, D, I love you so much. You are the most amazing. You do the most for me and our girls. I can't believe you're their best friend. It makes no sense.
I already told you.
I spend all day with them.
I told you what it's gonna be,
and they still choose him.
Girl, dad.
No, but we're so blessed to have you in our corner. And even in our roughest season, I know we always make mention to it and we never really spoke about it. It didn't really, I don't know. I'm getting lost for words right now.
You guys already know how I feel about Nikki. Like, don't let me talk for 45 minutes. But one thing that I love and appreciate you, and I said it before, is even in our worst times, you rock with me like I'm the king of the world. Like you've never let me feel like I'm not leading us in the right direction. Obviously, because I know, I'm subjected to God and all that stuff. But there's been a lot of times, hey guys. So when we first got married, man, like I'm always someone that I'm always on something. Like in regards to finances, like money was always boom, boom, boom. Like if I'm not getting it here, I'm gonna go do this. There's a season like when we first got married where things just got weird for me for like 3 months or 4 months. And this is when Nikki was pregnant with Melody. And guys, when I tell you, like, it got so rocky, this girl said, all right, bet, I'm going to go get a job. And she went and got a job to hold me down until I got all the way back up. And I was like, what in the world is that? Like, I'm talking about someone that rocks with you when you're at your lowest of moments. And I mean, I thought that was the lowest until this year came.
But that's the thing. Like I didn't. We think about that moment a lot, and I'm like, I never noticed it like that. It wasn't even a second thought. When I knew that I could get a job and I could work and it would help us. It didn't, and I never once thought about what it could have potentially done to your ego or how you might have been feeling as a result of that. Like, it never crossed my mind, not once. And so thanks for not saying anything.
No, but it never did, because for me, I'm a visionary.
Yeah.
Like, I see stuff through, I see the ending, and I reverse engineer it. So that there was a time where things it just crashed, and I was like, no, I know exactly what I'm gonna do to turn this bad boy all the way around. In the meanwhile, while I was doing what I had to do, you still went out and said, you know what, like, I'm gonna help you build, and did what you had to do. And I was like, I hated every minute of it. And be honest, that was the last time you worked. And I said,
it was. You're
never working again, ever. I don't care, Even when we're down bad. I'm like, dog, we're not doing that ever again, because I believe that there's so much in us, and there's so many people around us that are depending on us.
Yeah.
And we can't fail, And I won't allow you to fail. I won't allow myself to fail. I know that there's, we're accountable for each other. So it's just like, whatever we got to do to win is what we're going to do. Like, I just won't allow you to go backwards. Like, I won't allow you to do that. Like, that's just a me thing. I'm not, y'all don't got to do this.
Yeah,
okay. Like, you guys don't got to do this, but this is just us. And yeah, man, like, there's no way, I told her, there's no way I would be here if you weren't the way how you are. Like, if you didn't love the way how you love, if you didn't hold me down the way how you hold me down, if you didn't hold down our family the way how you hold down our family, there's no way I'll be able to do what I'm doing right now, or what we're trying to build right now. There's no way that would be possible. And even, like I said, we got to the lowest of seasons, trying to, like, legit crawl our way out or whatever. And if you weren't you, oh my God, like, this, like, this entire, like, season would have just been, divorce, like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, it honestly strengthened us, man. Like, you don't understand the weight of being at the bottom with your purchase partner. You figure out so much more. Your strength is, like, made stronger. It's so weird. True. Like, we came out. It's not your work. We're coming out 10 times stronger than when we thought we were at our strongest. Yeah. Like, and it's crazy, man. And it tests you and all that stuff. It tests and try you. But man, like, dog, all that resistance, all that pressure. They say pressure make diamonds, But like, that's it's 100% facts. And this is where we're at right now. And, like, there's nothing I'd ever change, Like, I wouldn't change this for the world. Like, I put in a post the other day, like, who you marry either be the best or worst decision you ever made in your life. And you, baby girl, are by far the best decision, like, I've ever made in my life, outside God. like
too.
The best decision we have ever made. And, like, and it is what it is. Like, I'm just amped to do life with you. I'm amped to grow with you. We're in a season, like I said, right? We're crawling out. People might not see it, but one day you guys will hear our testimony.
Oh, yeah.
Because there will be a testimony. We're coming on top. We won't be down for too long. Although we see us doing all this stuff, like, we go through some stuff, and, like, it's just about how you choose to deal with whatever's going on in your life while you're in the fire.
Right.
And understanding sometimes why you get sent back to the basement. Like, this very basement, it's funny. Like, we felt like we were on the rooftop. We got sent back to the basement, but now we're building foundation stronger than ever before, brick by brick. Like what I said, 1% better every single day. And I'd rather do that with nobody else but you. So, like, it's us, man. Like, man, you guys comment in the comment section down below, man, if you married your purpose partner. Guys, this entire episode was legit off a whim. like we just said, you know what? Like, we feel like we just need to talk and have a conversation.
Yeah.
And we let you guys in our world. Like, how you feel?
I feel good. I also wanted to say, like, I love you so much, because no matter what we go through, or no matter what we went through, or no matter what our season looked like, your why never changed. You are always working to make sure that our family is good. No matter what you do, you're always making sure that I'm good, that the girls are good, that their kids are going to be good. Like, all that we're doing here is for our family, is for legacy. And so I love your why. I love your push. I love your drive. I love everything about you. Us staying consistent is you. Period. I don't have it in me yet. I'm getting there.
We're not falling off this time. Like, never.
He even has to say, like, yo, Nikki, repost, share. I need you active. And honestly, like, it's tough for me because I'm not great with social media. I'm honestly trying, but I thank you and I appreciate you for your drive and your push. And it's super motivating. It's the thing that's carrying us and pushing us, and we're gonna do this.
Yeah,
we're doing it. And so thank you.
And it's crazy, like we legit just the other day, like wholeheartedly figured out our why. Like we used to do a lot of things. We're here. All right, and next week we're there.
Yeah.
The next week we're here. But like we wholeheartedly just the other day, like literally figured out like our why or where we're gonna align ourselves in our purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Like where purpose meets us. Like we found that like the roadmap, and now we're going down that roadmap, and it's I'm never stopping, yo. Now that there's so much clarity, like coming out this fire, working our way out the fire, it's like yo, I'm ready. We're ready, and I'm excited for what's about to happen. Like, hey, we might, like I say all the time, we might not see it, but y'all better trust and believe that every single day we're gonna push and say yes. That's all we can do. Yes to every day's assignment. So whatever the assignment is for today, we say yes. For tomorrow, we're saying yes. For the day after that, we're saying yes, and we're gonna just keep on working and operating in series of yeses. Because I'm telling you, like yo, once we do that, like you know. Once these habits become like like lifestyle, like where it's no longer a habit, it's just like we don't have to think.
Yeah,
we do it. It's a wrap, man. It's a wrap. So, like I said, man, happy to be on this life journey with you. I wouldn't change it for the world. And let's get it. And hopefully, you guys could do the same too, man. Like whatever it is that you're going through or whatever, just keep on pushing. Like keep on pushing. There's no problem too big that God can't solve, man. Like there's nothing that God can't take you out of. Always remember, he will never ever give you more than you can bear. So the fact that you're still standing means that there's greater in you. There is a lot left inside of you, because if God was done with you, you'll be dead. That's the big. But he's not done with you, because you're listening to this video right now.
Right.
So whatever that is that's inside of you, I need you to release it and get up and get it done. Get the job done. Whatever you got to do, just do it. If you don't know what it is, just keep on walking, man. You'll find it. I'm telling you, if you search for it, you will find it 100%. So that's just what it is, man. You guys already know, man. It's a dope episode. There's an entire audience out there waiting on your yes. So it's up to you to choose purpose over fear today. And I know that you're going to do it. We're doing it, and we believe that you can too. So you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Dean.
And your girl Nikki.
And we out. Peace.